I want to be the best representation that I can. And if that means I don't give you correct scriptures, or I don't do some of the Christian religious things, I don't know, I want to do the right thing, but if I have to work at it, I'm not always sure that I'm doing the right thing. When I was still working, I was doing some playground stuff. And I had a student come up to me, just come running up. And I thought, oh, he's going to run me over. But he stopped and he looked at me and he goes, "Do you go to church?" I went, "Yeah, thought so," and just took off. I thought, okay, I have not said anything, I have not done anything, I have not done anything or said anything on purpose, but this student was able to see Christ in me. He knew I went to church. That made me feel pretty good. I had one girl in particular, she came into the lunchroom every day and sat totally by herself. So I would go to her and I would say, "Can I sit with you? Can I just, interact for a few minutes?" And she called me on it one day. She just said, "Why are you being nice to me?" And I said, "Because I hate to see you sitting by yourself. That's just, in high school, that's not how it should be." And she said, "Well, I'm by myself. I don't have any friends." But no, as a matter of fact, you do, because I'm very, very willing to be your friend if you'll allow me to do so. That led to other conversations where I was able to not beat her over the head with my Bible, but to say that I'm a Christian, and as such, certain actions need to be a part of my life. One of those things being that you don't sit alone if I can help it. By the end of the year, she was approaching me. So I know I made headway there. I don't know that she ever, to that point or to this point, has accepted Christ, but I do know that a good seed was planted. That's the best that I can do. I've been the person who's been alone. I've been the person who's been sitting by themselves, and I didn't like it. And so if I can make sure that she was not that person, even for that 20 minutes a day, that was just a little thing that I was in a position to be able to do. I try to make sure that I'm reflecting Christ without having to say it. I always figure if I have to come up and smack you with my Bible and tell you that I'm a Christian, I'm not living that very well. If I have to tell you and remind you, I'm not doing something right. We had a friend who, one of his favorite phrases was, "In all ways and every day, preach Christ. Use words when you have to." And I try to reflect that. Again, some days I do it better than others. I try to keep it in my mind, though.